Hello, thanks for visiting Great Beginnings. I'm Nancy. And tonight's short segment, I wanted to talk for a few minutes about um, the perfect candidate for your new life partner. I wanted to talk about the kind of things you would want to look for in a person. Naturally, you want people that are like minded, that have things in common with you. So you have some commonality to draw from. You wouldn't want any annoying habits or addictions. Like, for instance, I don't smoke and I don't drink. An occasional glass of wine when I'm making, my spaghetti sauce or whatever, or if I'm having fruit with cheese and crackers. I love a good crisp Chardonnay. Or a split of champagne, a very brut, dry champagne. That's always a wonderful thing. I remember when my girlfriend Marcella and I used to go to the fashion shows at the Marriott Hotel on Wednesday nights, and we would always split some champagne, and that was always a wonderful event. Yes, but smoking weed. I know it's a California thing. I know it's a worldly, a global thing probably by now. Everybody does it. Everybody loves it. I'm just not one of those people. I've always repelled the smell of it. It's just makes me gag. It's right up there with cigarettes, but worse. And so I've just I'm pretty dry as far as all that stuff goes. I certainly wouldn't want to form any kind of romantic interlude with someone who has uh, a strong need for any of those substances, because it makes me uncomfortable, number one, and I refuse to feel uncomfortable in the presence of someone. I did have a very, very, one of my dearest and best friends, one of my besties for 7 years, Roberto, may he rest in peace. He left us a couple of years ago. We were best friends, but him and I were like thick as thieves. I mean, but he didn't smoke, he didn't drink, he didn't, our favorite cocktail was soda water with lime. That's what we usually had. He loved working out, and so we did that together. We had enough mutual mutual activities that we really enjoyed, and so it was the perfect partner for me, the perfect friendship for me, really. But yes, to find somebody that doesn't drink or doesn't, excessively and smoke pot, or someone who doesn't. I remember someone that I was with a while back always tried to push me into smoking pot, and I just wasn't into it. Even in high school, I just never smoked pot. I never got into the pot thing. I did smoke a couple of cigarettes, it's when you're in high school and you're trying to act cool, and you may go out to the Sugar Shack, a 17 and under club in the 70s. And on Friday night, that's where we hung out. And it was a 21 and under club, actually. And they didn't serve any alcoholic beverages. And so it was pretty clean. It was good, clean fun, I guess you could say. But the girls, we would smoke cigarettes. um, anyway, it was kind of silly because it was something that never actually stuck with me. I didn't enjoy it at all. And um, it kind of hurt, actually. Um, Sort of painful feeling in my chest whenever I did smoke. So, yeah. So I never, I wouldn't want to naturally be with anybody that did those things, because it would make me feel uncomfortable. But I do remember my first husband always trying to harping on me to, try to get me to smoke some pot. And one day I remember I was vacuuming our we had a condominium, and I was vacuuming, and I was up the stairs, and he came over and just once again just really, really was pushing me to try it. And I finally said, you know what, if I try it this one time, will you just give it a rest forever and just never bother me about this again? And he promised, so I agreed. And so I did try. But boy, what happened next? I was so scared. I took one hit of this cigarette thing, and man, did I pass out. All I know is the ceiling, everything was spinning round and round. My heart was palpitating faster than I could even breathe. And I passed right out. And when I came to, I don't know how long I was out for, but he must have been really worried because when I came to, it was not just him, but my brother-in-law, and the two of them were dousing me with water and slapping me in the face. So my experience smoking pot was short-lived. And yeah, it just wasn't me. We would go to parties, and all his friends which were in the medical field, they were doctors. They were there taking all kinds of substances and snorting cocaine and things. I was completely uncomfortable. I was never, ever, ever comfortable in that kind of a setting. So, and I've never been apologetic about it. I don't feel the need. It's not me. It's not who I am. And I certainly wouldn't want to, date somebody that it would just be pointless. Someone who had all those addictions, drug addictions or alcoholic addictions or sex addictions, somebody who just couldn't control themselves. I find that to be a very weak person. And especially somebody who just goes along with it, who's more of a follower and goes along with things just because everybody else is doing it. I've never been a follower in my life. I've never been a follower and I've never been apologetic. So those two things kind of stand my ground. I am my own person, but I am my true, authentic self. And I do appreciate when someone is their true, authentic self as well. So somebody who is extremely strong-minded, somebody who knows who they are, somebody who is confident and comfortable in their own skin. These are very important attributes, and certainly I'm looking to meet someone like that. That's right up my alley. Yes, but to feel that you have to push someone to do things that they're like, what's that about? Why would you want to push somebody to do something that's destructive? And I always taught my kids too, always say no to drugs. Say no, and the people, whoever does come to you and tries to get you to smoke pot or to try to, try something stupid, just know this: they're not your friend. It's probably going to be someone you know, sadly, someone who's probably within your inner circle of friends. But just know this, that they're really not a true friend if they want to get you to try to do something that's destructive and could potentially be harmful for you. So right there, you can you separate the wheat from the chaff. You kind of know the ones that are followers and the ones that are unafraid and unabashed, unapologetic, and that stand their ground and just are not, afraid to say no. Yeah, flat out no, fuck no, hell no, to things that you don't like and things that you are not interested in. And so there you have it. Yeah, that's my take on, finding someone long term. I know there's a person out there just for me, and so I'm not going to give up, and I will just continue to enjoy my life. I love being single, though, I have to say. I really do. I'm looking forward to meeting up with my travel agent. We're going to plan all sorts of wonderful trips, some with myself alone and then some with my boys. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. All right. Well, anyway, I hope everybody has a great evening. And remember, say no to drugs. And just be your true, authentic, healthy self and enjoy your life. Good night.